Excuse me while I try and make my face a little better. So, what's new? How is everybody? Welcome to the Bear Den today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's another cold, snowy night here in Western New York. I'm just sitting here looking out the window at the lane, waiting to see how much snow we're gonna get. So, sit with me, hang out with me, tell me everything about your world. I hope you're having a good time. I tried to do crafting today, but I just wasn't feeling it at all. So I cut some petals out and we did that. I finished up a present for Mr. Mary for tomorrow because I wanted to at least do something. I didn't make it to the store today. I don't know what I would have even bought other than candy had I gone to the store, so I might be a bad wife. I do my best. Kind of hard at the moment with no car, but you do what you can. Wait, hair is just not tucking behind my ear. It's driving me crazy. But I think I'm going to stand here for a few minutes, see who comes in, if anybody. Today's been one of those days where it's been hard to get anybody in here, and you know, I ask myself, like, what should I be doing? And then I compare myself to others. And as we all know, comparison's the thief of joy. And it makes it feel stupid to even do this because, it's just not moving very fast. But I don't really push myself out there every day either. I don't have new content every day. I'm kind of at a really boring place in my life where I don't really do much. I don't really go anywhere. And so it's kind of hard to make something interesting out of that. Relying on your personality alone sometimes is hard because you don't know what people want to see and what people want to hear. And, you know, I know I'm not like a supermodel or anything, so I struggle in that department. I always joke I can't be rich and funny and thin because, I got to leave something behind for everyone else. But I try to be engaging and try to be interested in anybody who drops through my life. But it's not always easy to keep going, and I know this is like at the spot where it's hard and it can be worth doing while it's hard to get somewhere. And eventually I'm going to look back on these days and think how funny it was that, I felt as discouraged as I do. But all things in due time. I'm sorry I got distracted by a truck going down the lane because he very nearly clipped my neighbor's car. And this is kind of a small place to try and navigate. Some of my neighbors get an Amazon delivery every day. Must be nice to have that kind of money. Funds are a little short here too. So I've been feeling a lot of jealousy for other people, places, and things. And I've got to get that out of my system because I have good things and I have things to be happy about. And it's easy to get in the trap of letting yourself compare your life to others and then let it start looking like it's lacking. But at the core of what I do, I don't want to be known for talking about other channels. I don't want to be known for, you know, flashing my tits around. I want to be known for having some sort of talent and some sort of personality that doesn't require me to be anything other than who I am. So, with that being said, I'm going to continue on as I am right now, even though it's hard to sit here and talk when you feel like nobody's listening. And, you wait for somebody to come in and you get excited when somebody comes in and then they leave a minute later, not hitting the like button, not doing anything. And YouTube only pushes you out to so many people. And it's frustrating to see other people be monetized. And I know a channel I watch is very concerned about that. And I feel like I'm starting to turn into that. And it's not, I'm going to continue to do this whether I'm monetized or not, just because in a weird way, it's something to leave behind. It's something that, some days my nieces or nephew watches YouTube and sees, oh, my aunt had a channel and, you know, gee, I sure would like to hear her voice or like to know what she was thinking during this time in her life. Kind of I do it for that. And um I really do love crafting and I'd like to be known for that, but sometimes it's a struggle because I sometimes craft more towards events and stuff than I do for the process of creating. And I don't always think that's a good thing because I get kind of. That's why I do a lot of variety of crafts, is um, so I don't get stuck in one spot. So I always have something to do, something I want to do. And today it was just hard to get in the groove and find something to do. And you feel, I was just standing there kind of overwhelmed by choice. And I could do anything in the world. And so what do I want to do? And that's kind of where I'm at in life right now. Um, I've kind of been at a spot in the last 2 years since I got fired from my job where my back has just been absolute garbage and I can barely walk. And I'm kind of at a place where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the rest of my life. And what provides meaning. And, I'm grateful to have my basic needs met by Mr. Mary, who works very hard every day of his life and who does a lot of things I can't. And I'm grateful for his assistance in my life being as good as it is right now. And it is good. It's more good than bad. But it just, I miss certain things. Like, I really miss having a car. I miss, um, I miss leaving the house sometimes and not having to be stuck in the same city. Because the more you're stuck in the same city, the more you kind of close your mind off to other things, and you get stuck in the same old. You see the same faces, you go the same places, and it's easy to forget there's a whole big world out there, and there's more to see, and there's people who think differently, and there's more to learn, and there's just other things out there than how things are. And so you just, you kind of get stuck, and I feel pretty stuck right now, and it's hard to not feel stuck when your movement is restricted, whether it be your physical body or transportation, or just whenever, even mentally, whenever you have your movement restricted, it's hard to it's hard to see past that sometimes and see that there is a next step, and that you're gonna get through this time period. And I'll get through this time period. This is not that bad. I've been through worse, but this is definitely the longest I've been without a job, and that's really difficult. And I'm definitely bored. I definitely feel like less of a woman because I'm not contributing to my household in the traditional sense, but my life still has value regardless of what I can and can't do. And it's just different than what it used to be. But that doesn't make it good or bad. Um, I'm struggling with my creativity a lot. Um, I've kind of been doing a lot of mindless tasks, like just making wreath bases and making flowers. And I like to do clay, but I haven't. Um, I feel kind of confined because the craft show that's coming up is mainly wreath based. And so I want to have enough wreaths to go there, obviously. And I really think I do already. It's just, I feel pressured to make more in a way, and it shouldn't be like that. Um, because it's self inflicted pressure. It's not anybody telling me I need to do anything. Um, and it's only one show. And I really would like to do more. but I'm still kind of trying to navigate the vision for my little craft utopia. You know, your 10 by 10, what do you want it to be like? And the crafting world's kind of cutthroat in a lot of ways. Like some things you can only get invited by invitation only, and you have to know somebody, and your stuff's judged. And a lot of what I do, like the candy bracelets I make and stuff, sometimes they have a negative connotation because they're associated with rave culture and, you know, the subsequent substance use that sometimes goes hand in hand with that. Not always. Not every person who goes to raves does drugs. That's not a fair assumption. And um so for example, when I do a craft show at a church, I try to gear my crafts more to like a church crowd versus when I just have a public craft show. You'd make different stuff for that. And, you know, if you have like a Christmas in July craft show, obviously you're going to do more Christmas stuff than just random things. So it's kind of a balance of finding your own way and doing things that are relevant. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a world I don't understand anymore because I feel like, especially on my YouTube journey, there's so much I don't know. And, you know, I feel kind of like a kid again learning. And, you know, I need to get reacquainted with failing when I try something and fail. And I haven't really tried anything new in a while. So this time period is different for me because I'm having to reacquaint myself with failing and that being a good thing because it's how you make progress forward. And I always have struggled with having very high standards for myself and demanded perfection from myself in any and all instances. And it's not a realistic view to hold, of course, which has probably contributed greatly to my depression and anxiety. But um, I've always had very high standards for myself. And getting past that has been one of the things I've been working on over the last couple of years. And just just going forward in life and making progress. So that is where I'm at right now. And I'm probably going to end this because it's been another 20 minutes and nobody's in here, and it's getting kind of hard to take that. So, not to be a whiny bitch, so please don't hate me for feeling that way, but I'm going to get going now, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Wishing you joy and happiness from the Bear Den. Bye.